Very good. Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. This is Amanda and the crew. We got Bruce and Caleb here with Tuesday Night Bowling Talk, and we are talking to someone incredibly special. We are very honored to have this guest with us all the way from Europe. We normally ask our guests to introduce themselves and to let them know their kennel name and obviously in your case where you come from, and then what got you into bullies in the first place.
My name is JJ, and my kennel name is JJ Bullies. Born in Belgium, I live in Holland. And it was kind of a family thing. So my aunt and uncle started to get bullies over from America. And of course, I fell in love with one. I bought my first bully. And it kind of went up from there. It didn't stay with one bully, so more started to come. And then I did my first breeding, and I got the mom of Smokey Joe out of that one, and then came Joe, and so on and so on. And that's how I started with the bullies. I fell in love with the breed.
So what do you feel made you really fall in love with this breed?
It's because they have a very impressive look, but their character is just so sweet. They are just so, completely devoted to their people, to their family, their real family dogs. And that's what I think is one of the most things that made me fall in love with a bully, being so impressively muscular and just such a big heart.
Yeah, and they are a true companion breed. So it's we can all sympathize with that. Kind of fell in love with them. So for sure. Now you'd said that because I wanted to put up a picture of you said Smokey Joe was one of the dogs that you'd not necessarily started with, but his mother per se. I want to kind of give everybody a good idea of what the dog she is talking about looks like.
Beautiful.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Beautiful.
If this is not Smokey Joe.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so with him, everything started a bit. So I met his mom, and she went to Germany. And then she contacted me again to do breeding with a stud I owned, and Smokey Joe was the result of that. And he's the one I started the shows with in the first place.
I mean, he's a beautiful animal, and one of the things that we always like to highlight is the fact that they have great looking rear, and his rear, and you can tell, and that's the thing is when you can tell from the front that this dog has a very well muscled rear. I mean, that's obviously very, very impressive, and I've always loved me a Trindle. So I mean, that's a beautiful dog. How old is he now?
He's now 5 years old. Yeah, and I started showing him late because he's a classic. And I was like, maybe he doesn't have enough mass. And then that's how I got to know my handler and now also my best friend. She came to I wasn't photographing so much than my own dogs. You always need someone to hold the dog and take the pictures. So I needed someone to take pictures of my dog. And I hold him. And she came and she said, "Why don't you show this dog? He's amazing." I said, "Yeah. I don't know if he has enough mass." She said, "You should show him." And she said, "I will champ him out in no time." And she did.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, she did. In 5 ABKC shows, she champed him out. So, and that's a bit how it all started.
Dang, man. Well, and like he's super impressive. He's a very beautiful animal. So I obviously we know you're proud. The dog that you have in the top 10, Grand Champion Jaraya. Tell us a little bit about him, and just so people can kind of understand which dog we're talking about. If you haven't seen him before, which you need to if you haven't, it's
absolutely
that guy.
Yeah, so I did an outdoor breeding because I wanted to create some mass. I have a lot of dogs, but most of them are classic, and I was really hoping for mass. So I used the direct son of a Samson, Grand Champion Samson, who is located in
Nice.
Belgium, and I bred that with my female, who is a GrCh. Also more classic, but pocket, so lower than Joe is, with old school rigs, edge blood in it, and those two together gave me exactly what I was looking for, the mass. So really the standard type. That's when Jaraya was
Yeah.
born, you could see immediately that he was something different. He was just such incredible puppy already, and he just kept that mass while he was growing. Normally, you get the stage where they get a little bit less mass, and then over 10 months it starts to come again. And but him, he stayed consistent. So I
Yes,
knew he was special.
he
And
is.
Great.
then when he was around 10 months, we started to doing the shows.
Great. Cool.
Belgium was one of his
Man.
first ABKC shows.
Hmm. So
I'm
did
meaning to, oh, go ahead, Bruce.
so you saying you trying to
Mm.
stay in the classic class, or you trying to move up to the standard?
I tried to move up to the standard. That's what I wanted. So I had all classics, and I wanted to have more mass to have a standard. I wanted to compete in a standard class because that
So
was
look, so normally, I want to ask you something. So normally, when you breed like that, you can have either a classic or a standard. You don't know what's going to turn out. So how long, do you make your decision of what you're going to keep?
well
As a
with
puppy coming up.
him. It was really, and I think he was like 3 4 weeks. You could already see that he was for a puppy. I've had puppies before. He was just already different. He was so massive. It was incredible. So yeah,
Mm.
I knew pretty fast.
Okay.
Yeah, you,
Yeah.
man. Man.
I also have a sister, and
Yeah.
she stayed a pocket, but also with Moss. So
Yeah. So look. So how many standards you get out of that litter? I'm asking you this because there's a lot of people be trying to breed up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how many standard did you have? How
just one,
many classic did you have? And how many
yeah.
pockets?
There were three. One one was standard, one was classic, one pocket.
Okay.
Wow.
So it was
Dang.
really, really
Hmm.
divided with it. Yeah, but
And everything comes to this.
the thing they all had the same was the great front and the tight feet that was consistent in the litter, but
Yeah.
only
Yeah.
the heights were different and the body type from the one classic then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd say you have a really, really good equation because this guy's insane. Anybody needs to understand the sheer mass and muscle of this dog. I mean, good night. This is he's a big dude. He's a big, big dude. Like,
Yeah,
how much would you say that he weighs right now?
yeah, I don't know how you say it in pounds, but
Oh no,
yeah, 50 kilo he weighs.
Okay. So
dang.
that's a little over 100 pounds. I'm almost certain,
Yeah. Seem like it.
with breaking it down from kilograms, because I know it's almost a 2-to-1 ratio, but I believe the ratio is a little over 2-to-1 ratio. So yeah, a little over 100 pounds. That's a nice boy.
Yeah.
Very, very
Yeah.
nicely done. Like I like that breeding. Like you got what you want. And then I like that question too, Bruce, talking about standard, classic, pocket, because I hear it all the time too. If you breed two
Yeah.
different classes, what are you going to get? Okay, so that's cool. That all three different classes, and then depending on your next breeding is going to depend on where that next breeding is, where your program's going to stay, or where that next
Yeah.
breeding is going to take you. With your boy, you breed it to a standard. Yeah, you're going to get standards. He's the standard, different phenotype. You
Yeah.
breed them to classics, you probably get a more classic like. If you breed them to pockets, a lot of pockets can come out. But I like that. And Bruce, again, well done with that question. I like that. But yeah, your boy is absolutely beautiful. Is he going to be at nationals?
No, unfortunately not.
Oh no.
Because I haven't flown with a dog so long yet. I even never have been in a plane with a dog. So yeah, I'm a bit nervous to do so.
Yeah.
Well, you've been killing it in the European market as well, though, because I've seen so many pictures of him competing in any of the Euro ABKCs. What all countries has he competed in?
He's been in Romania. He's been in Italy, Sweden,
Dang.
Spain. He's been, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember seeing pictures of him
Yeah,
in Spain.
and Holland and Belgium, of course.
Dang. Look, we've heard we've heard about the bulls that Romania is producing right now, and when you went out there with Jaraya, like, do you feel like he kind of scared them a little bit?
Yeah, I think at the moment now in Europe, the standard class is one of the hardest to compete in. It used to be pocket, but now it's really the standard class that is really a tough competition. So there are really a lot of good dogs in Europe in the classes. So, and I like to compete to nice dogs. It doesn't have to be too easy to achieve a title.
I like that.
Yeah.
So I'm very proud that we have so many good dogs in Europe.
Oh yeah, for sure. And the
There
pictures.
really is. There's some beautiful dogs that are, Biggie, Extreme Bull. And then like Amanda was just hitting on too, the photography is amazing at these shows. I love the
Yes.
setup, and the woman behind the lens at a lot of these shows that's doing the photography is you.
Yep.
Yeah,
So did
yeah.
you get into photography with the dogs? Like, did the dogs drive you into
Because of the dogs.
photography?
Yeah, just because of the
Wow.
dogs. I started doing my own dogs, and also from the shows, because a lot of people don't know what the shows are about, and also
Right.
not what an American bully is, and what the different classes are. And with my pictures of the shows, I just want to give an overall impression of what is an American bully and what is an American bully show. So it's not only the perfect stack picture, but also that moment that the handler cries because she wins that last 10 points, or that dog that's being a little goofy in the ring and jumping on the owner. So that's all part of the show and of an American bully.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. I love candid moments. It's one of those things that I feel that, like, taking stack pictures, just like you said, it's kind of part of the game, but it's really those private moments that they don't think anybody's looking. It's that moment of
Yes.
bonding between, the handler and the dog, even the owners and the dog. And I love that you capture that as beautifully as you do, because we'd all talked about not just obviously you having these beautiful dogs, but you being so passionate with being part of that community and giving back in the way of photography and media. Like, you really kind of throw yourself into that, and you're making it easier for people to market the American bully in Europe, which is massive. So
Absolutely.
Yes.
it wouldn't happen without people like you.
Yeah, there are very many good, European handlers, European dogs, junior handlers are also stepping up in the game in Europe. So yeah, it's important for them to be seen. And if my pictures can do that, and then I'm very happy to do so. That's what I want to do. I want to capture those moments and get the bully world seen and everyone involved.
Yes.
Dang, well, you're doing it. That's, again, it's fantastic to know that people like you are out there doing this, because I mean, it takes a lot of work to do what you do, not just with your own dogs and then getting them marketed and everything like that, but to do what you do at these shows and to make yourself available
Yeah,
to
but I
others.
really also believe it's a team effort. Everyone competing with their dogs. We need those handlers who walk with our dogs just like their own. You
Yeah.
know, the hosts who bring us the shows that we are able to go to the shows. It's really an effort of a lot of people. It's a whole community together. So I just want to give my part to the community as well.
Oh, definitely. So, oh, go ahead, Bruce.
Hey, look, I got a question. I know, well, I don't know how it is in Europe and like in Spain and stuff like that, but um, like the competition out there, like how many dogs actually, compete, like in the ring, that you have been in? How many dogs you had to compete against?
It depends. Some shows are more dogs that day or that class than another. It depends a bit from where the shows are held, in which country, how long drive, which people are coming. So maybe one time you're in the ring with 7, but I also already have been in the ring with 23 dogs.
Wow.
Okay,
So
okay. So
yeah,
actually, I didn't know it was that many would be in the ring at one time. That's what I was getting
yeah,
at
yeah.
because you got more people over there,
And the
just like you
classes, yeah,
said.
yeah,
Yeah, you got
and they
more
have to
people
split
just
the
doing it now.
classes.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
man. The so in a situation where there's more than 20 dogs in the ring, does the judge have the tendency to split that class and
Yes,
okay,
yes,
Okay.
fantastic.
yeah.
Good, good, good. That makes it a little less cluttered and stressful, I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah, yeah. They will split the class, look at the first few of them, make the choice there, then look at the others, and then take it further from there. So yeah,
Definitely.
Okay. And what about Spain? Is it the same way over there too?
yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Which country do you feel has the most like show out for this breed? Like who which country has thus far had the most dogs at any of the shows you've been to?
Well, I think if there are a few shows like Belgium has puts up a really great show. They always have like also a team. They put in a really an effort, and you really know if you go to that show, it's just amazing. But also Spain has a lot of people coming now. Italy has been, and also there was a good turnout. So yeah, in Europe, we almost have everywhere a good turnout from dogs. So people travel a
Nice.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like it. I mean, it's you so because of the difference in like transportation options, I know having lived there myself, it's a lot of trains. Have you taken your dogs to any of these shows on the trains?
Only when we went to the UK, then we was with the car in the train. Yeah,
Ah,
that's the
yeah.
only time I took a train with the dog.
I feel like putting your dog in a train would almost feel very much like having him on a plane, except for obviously just not as high up, but just as tight and just as restricted and just like man, oh yeah,
Fortunately, to England, it wasn't that long in the train. So.
man, dang. What
Yeah.
oh go
Hey, I
ahead.
love this. I love like really you're opening our minds and the viewer's mind because on an international aspect to see exactly how this breed has grown to the place it is and the countries that it's touching and the turnout that's turning out and that's it's awesome to hear. And then also I want to touch on like I love what you said about your photography and like the seriousness that you take it because you said that you are representing something and you are being part of a team. You're representing a breed, you're representing that show, whatever the case is, that country, and you want to make sure that it's advertised correctly, which that's the product of the pictures that are captured and things like that. Then also like what you said about the moments you're capturing. A lot of photographers, take it on as a job and the stack pictures, best in show pictures, things
Yeah.
like that. But you take it a step further because those are the shots that you like, and that's how you want to show the breed with that because they're companion breeds. So those moments that you're capturing, that you're looking to capture, the moments in the ring are beautiful. You have beautiful, beautiful shots. Your photography stands out
Yep.
very, very much. But I like that you're looking for that shot of that moment with the dog to show exactly what the breed's about. A beautiful, structured look but that just melts in your arms as soon as it gets in your arms. So I love that that's what you're looking for. So job well done with that.
Thank you. Yeah, we are with more talented photographers in Europe. You have the Italian photographer Giuseppe is also amazing in capturing also the moments. Then you have Adrian from Romania, also an excellent photographer. We in Italy we're always all three together, and we have all different styles. So it's nice to also have other talented photographers capturing these movies and the moments and in different styles.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, because you've got some amazing shots of you and your dogs. So,
Yeah, yeah, and then the one we just posted with Jaraya is made by Giuseppe. Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah. Well, you guys all very photograph very very well. Let it be said. But like so, in those times, you said who usually takes those particular photos that you've been able to get in your photographs with your dogs.
Or my friend and my handler Joyce takes them, or it's Giuseppe or Adrian who take a picture of it.
Nice. Oh no, absolutely. It's good to have that community for sure.
Yeah, yeah, because it's the a photographer knows that the hardest thing is to have pictures of your own dogs. You have thousands of us, but of the own dogs, that's the most difficult thing to get.
Yeah,
Oh,
especially you in the picture with your own dog. That's so difficult.
you
Yeah.
wouldn't
Yeah.
think it is until you try it. There's like I'm never in any of my pictures with my dog. It's terrible. So your handler. We've seen a lot of the pictures, and it's in every time he's in the ring, he's in there with this handler. How did you meet her?
Yeah, the first time I met her was on a show, but like I said, I needed pictures of my own dog, and I asked her to make pictures of my dog, and she asked me to make pictures of her puppies, and that's how our friendship began. Because she said, and she saw Joe, you have to show this dog, you have to bring him in the ring, and she did, and like I said, she champed him out in 5 shows ABKC, and she is my handler and best friend ever since. She has her Frenchie up in the top 10 list as well,
Nice.
number 3. She made both Jaraya and her Frenchie champion in one day, and then she
Oh my
both
God.
made them grand
Dang,
champion also on the same day in Belgium.
Oh my God, she's swept it.
dang.
So her Frenchie and Jaraya went up together.
Yeah, they literally ranked up together. Like, all right, you champ, I'm champ too. We grand champ, we grand champ.
Love that, man. So she's dang. It sounds like she's got one heck of a bond with your dogs. I mean, and they've pretty much known her their whole lives. Is that?
Yeah. She knows Jaraya from ever since he was born, and Joe she knows him like he was 2 years. But yeah, she treats my dogs like this her own, and she also has her own dogs. She's also a breeder. She has XLs. She has a Frenchie, and yeah, she's a very intelligent person. Knows a lot about the breed, and knows what she's doing with handling, and has an incredibly passion for the breed. So yeah, I'm very happy to have her as my handler. She will always
Yeah.
bring the best out of my dogs, and not only bring the best out of them, but also love them with heart, and show them with heart and passion. So yeah, I'm very lucky.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Hey,
invaluable.
I love that teamwork. I love that y'all work together. And I love that the dogs brought y'all together because I think we're all guilty of this, people that are on this panel and people that are watching.
Yeah,
The
Yeah.
dogs literally engulf like our life, like our friendships, like become people that are like dog related because now we have something similar interest. And then when I see you at shows, like we dive into conversation. So a lot of friendships start like, look at what this breed has done and how all of our lives are engulfed in this breed, but it's a dog that we all just love.
yeah,
And it's just brought so much like your photography, like started because you were advertising your dogs, you were broadcasting them in the correct manner because again, it's hard. You can have a beautiful dog behind a fence, but if that dog's not
Yeah.
seen, you have a beautiful dog behind the fence.
Right.
A beautiful dog shown and shown correctly, now you're broadcasting them correctly, and now the trajectory is a whole lot different. So the way
Yeah.
that you have, like, were you taught your photography by someone, or did you just kind of self-teach yourself? Like, did you just dabble with it and get good and then
Uh,
great?
I My nephew, he was a photographer, was a photographer as well, a booty photographer. I took over his camera, and he gave me some tips, and then I just started doing it. So I never really learned it in a school or something. I just went
Yeah.
and do it and do it more and practice more, because you only get good in photography if you keep practicing, just doing it. And if you
Yeah,
got the passion and the eye for it, then everything, you will get better.
yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
love that.
definitely.
Yeah, I love that. Because shout out to my wife. My wife did the same thing, like literally same exact thing. Got into photography because the dogs, broadcasting them correctly, and has really mastered it. Like, just continue to self-teach yourself different things, and then progress, like, in getting better camera, better equipment, and then also, like you're talking about, your eye gets trained the more you use it, and especially in photography because you're looking at your eye of work. And so she's
Yeah,
done the same thing. So shout out to her. But I love seeing your both y'all's photography because you have stamped a look. Like,
Yes.
as soon as I see one of y'all's pictures, like, it's like, okay, I know exactly who took this before I even look at the watermark. So your photography
yeah,
is very, very good. I love seeing your shots at shows, and when you are the camera person at the show, like, I can really, really see it.
thank you.
Oh yeah, we can pick it
That's
out.
nice to hear.
Yeah, yeah, it's one of those things where, and I gotta say that, like, here in the States, we haven't seen, up until recently, obviously, hadn't seen as many dogs in Europe as we should. Because you guys have so many really beautiful dogs out there. You personally yourself, I mean, obviously, are a great example. But it wasn't until, I want to say, very recently that we started seeing more of them. And I really, truly feel that that could be attributed to you,
100%.
you know, um, because you're making sure that you're taking every single picture right when it counts. You're putting it out there. You're putting it in the eyes of the people. And I've seen more European dogs this year than I've seen in several years combined within this last year. And what's crazy is pretty much almost all of those pictures were yours. And I don't
Thank
even,
you.
but you, I mean, and again, you capture it so well. But yeah, I mean, that's how I've started to, like, see these European dogs and all these beautiful blood y'all have out there is because of you.
Yeah,
100%. You,
that's really cool to hear.
yeah, like,
Yeah,
Jay, seriously,
I'm
like,
happy. I'm happy about that. Yeah.
yeah, I want you to understand your impact, though, because you've really started to become a liaison, whether you know it or not. Because a lot of the dogs that are in Europe, you're the one campaigning them through your pictures, through your art of work, and that's how we're seeing all those. And you're doing it correctly. So I think a lot of those dogs are getting the light that they deserve,
Mhm.
from different countries and things like that are unable to be there because of the pictures and the way that they're being broadcasted. So the impact that you have, like, with the European dogs, is a whole lot bigger than I think you really uh, understand. And that's why, like, when we reached out to you, you're like, yeah, I would love to. Like, and for everyone that doesn't know, it's 3 o'clock in the morning or 3:30 now where she's at. And
God.
when I reached out to her, I'm like, hey, I know there's a big time gap. So we actually calculated to see what the time was going to be. So we're on the same page. And I'm like, hey, if that's too late for you, I completely understand. Like, and she's like, no, I'll probably have some pictures to edit anyways. I'll be up at that time, is exactly what she said. I'm like,
It was crazy. And I remember, like, because so she and I actually got a little bit better acquainted just moments before we joined the live, because we had some things in common, and we were talking about Europe and the places I'd been, the places she had been. And the crazy part about it is that she, I mean, which blew my mind. And again, this proves how grateful, we truly are, is that you've been offered to go on other interviews, and
Yeah.
yet you said yes to us. And to me, that just, man, that was icing on an already fantastic cake. I gotta
Yeah.
say,
Oh, wow. No,
because
thank you. That means a lot too.
Yeah,
Seriously.
we definitely appreciate it.
Yeah,
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 But look, I want to ask this. I mean, what makes us so special? I don't want to put you on the spot or nothing like that, but I'm dying to know.
yeah. I want to have the European dogs in the picture, and then when I got asked by you guys, I had like, yeah, this is the shot for all our European dogs to be talked about in
Okay.
America, and yeah,
Okay.
that's what made me
Great.
do it.
I love that. And that's what you've literally said from the moment we've started this. You've talked about team, you've talked about putting the European dogs on the light. And Amanda, if you can do me a favor throughout the rest of this live, just every couple minutes, just post a different picture. Like go to her page and just post a different picture of these shows, different dogs, her
yeah,
dogs, other
don't
dogs
threaten me
she's
with a
taken
good time.
shots
I can do
of,
that.
because I love that, and I love the message that you're sending, and I love that you were so serious about it. Again, that it's 3:30 in the morning. Because right now I'm drooling at 3:30 in the morning,
Yeah.
and I'm out.
That's probably true.
But for you to
Nakai,
come with
you have
it,
to tell if that's true.
100%. But for
Yeah,
for the seriousness that you took this to come on at this time, and to be awake and to be alert and to be understanding of what you're saying and what you're representing is like it speaks volumes. And I want your work to speak volumes during this live too, because you're right. The European dogs, you've put them on light, but let's take that a step further and let's put them on light for everyone that's watching, going to watch, going to share, and everyone in the comments too. Share this live. Like
Yes.
let's seriously put this woman, this country, these dogs, really on the light that they deserve. So again, thank you for joining us, and I'm loving this live. Like we're not nowhere near done, but I just want to
Oh
make sure
yeah,
I say that.
oh yeah. Like I mean, there's this. I'm going through these pictures that he that Regime had posted, and like there's like this particular one, which I think is another dog in Europe that we've heard about, but I don't know if we've actually seen as much of as we could. Um, and this is this Biggie Bear?
that's Biggie. Yeah,
He
Yes,
is. He
he's
is
like
all.
top three, top four in ABKC right now. Like beautiful, beautiful dog. And I want to
Oh,
ask you too. All right, so you're not coming to nationals this year, which is a huge disappointment. I was hoping to see this dog, but obviously your program is on a trajectory where this isn't going to be the only grand champion. This isn't going to be the only top 10 dog that you're going to be producing, campaigning, things like that. So do you have future plans on coming to a nationals in the future?
yeah. I really want to do so. If not with a dog, then we would me my handler. Maybe a first time to see how it all goes. But I really want to come to nationals someday.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, and we would love to see you there because it's again, it's one of the big stages, and I think that your dog, even I mean, yours personally, absolutely are worthy of that stage for sure. And I know that there are, just like you said, plenty of European dogs that really deserve that light and that exposure. And I think nationals is a great stage for that because first and foremost, nobody brings a train wreck. Every dog is really good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when you have nothing but exceptional animals in the same building, it is just it's literally it's almost overstimulating.
It's electric. It really is. Like from
It
the
truly
moment you get there to the moment you leave, it's just electric because you're seeing dogs like you're minced in the show, camaraderie, the community that's there. Like I love nationals. That is my favorite show of the year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't even have to take a dog to go there. Just go
Yeah.
and
Hey,
look.
Amanda,
I'm the
go back to that
same
last
way.
picture. Amanda, go back to that last
Oh,
picture.
you're on it.
The two
So I want to
boys with
ask,
Yes.
yeah, with uncropped ears, I want to ask who these are,
I,
and
I was
also
going.
point out this is the handler that you're best
Mhm.
friends with now, correct? And
Yes,
this,
correct.
who is she, and then who are the two dogs that she's holding? Because these are some beautiful dogs.
Both of those are both of her productions. So one is
Wow.
her, the black tri is her champion Canyon, and the chocolate tri, if I'm correct, is Son of.
Jeez Louise. Are they, and
Look,
those two dogs related?
I
Being
think
her
so.
productions?
they gotta be.
They gotta
Look at
be
the
Yeah.
because they look
I mean,
consistency.
I'm just
Look at
sitting
they
there
that.
look
looking
just
at
alike.
the,
Yeah.
yeah. Because the
They look
brow
just
wore it.
alike, just in a different coat. The black
Yeah.
tri looks like his head's a little bit more out, but
Mhm.
both of them are beautiful, beautiful dogs. But
Yeah,
again,
she
the
has some amazing
representation,
dogs.
the way you broadcast them, like this is a beautiful picture. Like you see the best of the dogs. I like that you take it at the angle so you see their rear, you see the complete dog, and she's one hell of a handler.
Yeah, she's amazing. She's amazing handler, breeder, and she's always learning new things. So she's an amazing woman.
Yeah, I
And
like
then
that.
there's, yeah.
So while we're looking at these pictures, while we're going to continue to bring these up, which Amanda, I'm sorry to put you on the spot with that, but what is the next show that you are going to?
I am. I'm not sure what we're doing next year. Yeah, that
Yeah.
depends a little bit on my handler. I go with my handlers. So
That's fair.
yeah. She actually is the only one who handles my dogs unless we get in a moment where we have all our dogs competing together, which sometimes occurs that we have multiple dogs from her as well as mine that compete to each other. Then somebody from the community steps in and takes one of the dogs to help. But otherwise, she's the only one who handles my dogs. So I'm only going where she's going.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
Sure.
Hey,
I
look,
like
I
that.
got a question for you, JJ. So them two boys, well, I guess they was two boys that we just seen on the picture. They didn't have their ear cropped. Okay,
No.
I know to each of his own. Just about every dog that you see here gonna basically have an ear crop.
Yeah.
And do other people like that shows in Europe? They don't crop dogs' ears, or they just let them be natural, or what? I mean, I know it ain't. It's not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. I know it's not a bad thing. It's just each is his own, you know. But do you
Mhm.
Yes.
have a lot of other people that that just leave it natural?
Yeah, there are more and more people because yeah, in our country it's not allowed. So let them flop. And you can
Okay.
see dogs with ears, they can be champions, grand champions as well. As long as they have good correct ears, I don't see a problem why they cannot have the ears. It makes them even yeah come out of their sweet personality more. I think
Yeah.
with the ears than without. I do like also the dogs who have it, but I don't see a problem when they have their natural ears, and you come across it more and more, and it's becoming normal to see.
Okay.
Yeah, to go back what you said, what you hit on too, and Bruce, again, I like that question, but it's not allowed in your country?
No,
Wow.
Wow. So are there bordering countries like that do allow it? Is is it a lot of them that don't allow it in Europe?
yeah, I don't know the rules of all countries,
Yeah.
it's different for every country, I guess.
Yeah. But no, that's neat to see because again, with the ears, I think it does give them more
Yeah.
personality and it gives them more of that comfortability to be around them too. And man, a nice dog, a nice blocky head, ears or no
Mhm.
ears, they look
Yes.
great.
And the
What
And
reason
they
I
still
asked
look
that
amazing.
question, the reason I asked that question because every dog that I seen in the ABKC show in the ring, they had their ears cropped. And I was just wondering why, you showed on the ABKC, I thought
Yeah.
I didn't think it was, against the law or whatever over there, but
Yeah.
it's nice to know, you know.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, and one thing that I think that when it comes to the States, I do feel that sometimes, and correct me if I'm wrong, sometimes I feel like the cropping is done more so out of just avoiding the potential for the ears not to be correct. Because natural ears in the breed standard is either half prick or rose. And if they don't grow into either of those, like if they're, full prick or drop, then
Yep.
technically that's considered a flaw. Um, and so I think a lot of people, just to avoid even the potential for that, depending on the breeding, they crop the ears because they're like, I don't even want to risk the ears
Yeah.
not turning out the way I want. But like with XLs, it's difficult because of the larger dogs that they're made with. They have a tendency to have a little bit more potential for drop.
Yeah.
And then with pockets, they have a little bit more potential for the full prick ear. So you almost like, I feel like some people, they don't even want to risk letting it grow out and then not quite be right. So they're just like, crop it, just crop it.
Yeah.
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 Because
Hey, so
hey, look, and
go
I'm gonna
ahead,
tell
bro.
you something. Like, if y'all didn't know, like a Frenchie, right?
Mhm.
If they don't hold both of their ears perfect, if one is folded over, that's a loss. You don't have to pick that dog because of that. It's crazy, ain't it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yep.
so this picture right here. So this is your boy right here.
No, no,
All
no, no,
right.
no. That's not my boy.
Okay. So who is this?
This is, I think, because it's so small now,
Okay.
a male dog from a breeder in Romania.
That's a good looking boy.
Yeah, yeah, and he has a female, just the same. Also, stands also the same with the neck, really impressive, and it's Viviana handling. Yeah,
Oh,
When
no.
I'm almost certain that when we actually started going to shows, she was over in America, like she was handling over here, and then actually moved over there to like pursue that. And so we've actually seen her in action, and she is one incredible handler and one incredible dog woman right there.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, we have some incredible people here over in Europe, handlers. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
she's a is she a judge now in ABKC
yeah,
too?
she's a judge
I
now.
thought I was
Yeah,
about to say, I think that's where I recognized her from. So to
What's her
see,
name?
Viviana.
Okay.
yeah, and then there's this one. So I want to find out like what's the breeding behind that guy?
That's my fellow photographer, Adrian, who was photobombing my photo.
I just I had to find out like
Yeah,
such a good shot, man.
yeah,
Oh,
he's an amazing guy. When he's at the show, he always brings laughter. He's just such a good person and also an amazing photographer. And yeah, he just brings these funny moments. Yeah, you cannot do anything else but laugh. Yeah, that was such a moment. I was being really making a picture of the dog, and I was really focusing, and then he just slides in front of the camera, slides like this. Yeah, I couldn't
you can
not
tell this
laugh,
is
but I
very
took
well
the
executed.
selfie.
Man, yeah, and then I mean, you just seem to be like kind of like everywhere, just taking these photos, just snapping in the right moments and everything like that. What can you tell us about this guy?
That's Jeremiah. He is the partner of Viviana.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they tag team these shows.
yeah.
They
Hey,
both do an amazing job. Yeah.
yeah. Hey, we do have a question. I'd like to know this too. So someone said something about exotics, in the questions. And they were asking, about the weird exotics and things like that. And I want to know, like, are exotics common in Europe at all?
On some shows, but not that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Because they became very, very, very popular in the States very quick. And I like an exotic done correctly, but I think it's still a breed that still needs to
Yeah,
redefine exactly what they're
you
looking
have
for.
more of them. You have more of them in Europe, but yeah, I'm not well known in the whole exotic scene.
That
Yeah.
community, yeah.
I do multiple registries that I make pictures for, so I do get them in front of my camera. But as for the breed itself, I'm not well known in yeah,
Yeah,
the
that makes
exotic
sense.
types.
Yeah.
Well, and I do find, and this is just something like an observation. I can be way off. This is coming from just knowing that, like for example, the FCI, which is like the AKC in Europe, they're actually changing the breed standard for the Frenchie because they want to elongate the muzzle a smidge in order to make it easier for them to, breathe easier, live longer, and actually, exist with a little less difficulty because there's so many issues that Frenchies have based almost purely on their muzzle shape. And so the FCI is changing that breed standard for the Frenchie. And so when you take that mindset, that sentiment, where they're willing to kind of go outside of the box on a breed to make them live longer and live more healthy lifestyles, it's like that doesn't shock me that exotics aren't as popular out there, not even
Yeah.
remotely.
I don't know if they're not as popular, and maybe not in where I live, but like
Yeah.
in Spain, for example, there are more popular than where I live.
Yeah.
So there are
That makes
more of them.
sense.
Yeah. Oh no, for sure. But yeah, it's definitely you're not missing out. And then there's this beautiful animal right here. This
Wow.
is dang.
Good
what,
gracious.
what a meatball.
Yeah.
Do you know
Who is this
anything about
dog?
this gentleman?
So same handler as the last one, but
Mhm.
obviously different dog, and that is a beautiful dog.
Yeah, it's an amazing dog. Yeah, I see so many dogs. I don't always know them all by name.
Yeah.
So that's a bit hard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, of course. Sorry, I mean, put you on the spot in that regard,
Yeah,
but
I see like sometimes like 100, 200 dogs a day. I don't always know the dog's name
yeah,
or the owner because I mostly see them with their handlers.
Yeah.
absolutely. And because you do, I mean, gosh, you have so many exceptional photos that we can showcase. I mean, here's another one. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
that dog I do know.
ah, all right.
Yeah, he's called AK, and he is now I think in Holland or Belgium. Yeah, he just jumped out in Italy.
Wow.
Nice,
Yeah,
dang,
he's amazing.
He's nice.
Yeah,
for
Yeah,
he's
he
sure.
is. I love that picture. Like it literally looks like his name back there, new ABKC. It looks like it's like embroidered into that
Yeah.
curtain behind it. That's a really cool picture.
Oh, for
thank you.
sure. Yeah, it's I mean, and again, like you're the angles that you use, it's definitely you definitely have a mark. I'm not talking about a watermark. Like literally you
Yeah,
have a way that you photograph that is distinctive. And that's I feel like that's almost crucial. Like when you're, developing your brand and like, cause
exactly.
you have a brand.
Differentiate.
Hmm. And you definitely stand out
Thank you.
Yes.
for
All
sure.
right. So back to your program though. All
Hmm.
right. So you produced this beautiful boy. All right. So how old is he? Like, does he have productions on the ground, and where the future is to build off him? Because I'm sure that he is a big building block.
Yeah, he will be. So he has had two litters on the ground now. One of them I now kept females, but I always just come out with my dogs when they are a little bit older, and if I really think yes, this is show quality, because you don't notice when they're so small. You have to see them grow up and sometimes they are good for your breeding program, but they're not for show. So time will tell if I will be bringing them to show. I will be using him also in the future. Now, the first thing that I have planned is breeding his sister with another champion male. And in the future, what I want to do is take Jaraya's sister and do a breeding with my Smokey Joe. So I have my two bloodlines of my two boys combined.
I like it.
Oof, that's nice. That's nice. You're thinking in
Smoky Joe.
steps. It's a beautiful animal. Like it's just one of those things where it's almost it's just fortuitous that you're taking these dogs back into merging these bloodlines, and you're putting puzzle pieces in place, and you're thinking generations in advance. Some people, it's difficult for them to do that, but you seem to already be considering these things, and I definitely love that. For sure. Like,
And I love that you're able to break them down too. You know, you're talking about the show quality dogs, you're talking about the root stock. So how many dogs do you have that are behind the scenes? Like your program, how many dogs do you have in house, co-owns, things like that? Let's look at the meat and potatoes of your program.
Co-own, I have only my I have my female co-own with Joyce, but that's a female that I have from Joyce. It's an XL female, my first XL, that I have co-owned with her. But that's out of her breeding, and I don't have really any co-owns at the moment.
Yeah,
Because I think it's difficult, because
it
the
is.
first year is very important, how a dog grows up. So I find the co-owning a little bit difficult, because I don't know if the upbringing will be the same.
Exactly.
yeah.
So I
Yes.
don't say that it will not be happening in the future, because if I want to go further with my dogs, eventually I'll have to put dogs go on, because I still want them to get enough attention, because my dogs live indoor. They're not living outdoor. They're just part of the
Yeah.
family, and I also want to keep it that way. So in order to keep it that way, you cannot keep them all.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And then you will get lesser and lesser time to spend with them. And still at home, I still have some other dogs where I started out with, but when you start as a beginner, you buy some dogs, you don't really know yet what you're doing. You grow in time, and your
Yeah.
breeding program changes. So I still have some dogs at home who I don't show anymore, who don't
Yeah.
will not be in the breeding program anymore, but they are already so long with us, so they will stay with us.
Yeah. Family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like family dogs, but I don't show them all. I only bring them in the ring if I think that they belong there. So, and
Yeah.
doesn't only depends on how they look, but I also how they act in the ring. Sometimes they just don't like it,
Yeah.
and then I don't want to keep forcing them to go in the ring. Then it's just not a suitable show dog. So then it will be used in the program, maybe for doing a breeding, but then not for show.
Hey
Yeah.
JJ,
Yeah.
when you said they don't like it, what do you mean? Are they like shy in the ring, or you
Yeah,
know?
if they cannot get over that part, that they stay shy in the ring and
Okay,
get nervous and really like don't want to be touched in the ring, and if it causes them too much stress, then then I'm not going to put them in that ring.
I
Yeah.
got you.
And sometimes it's just the dog's character that they don't get over that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's absolutely a thing. Now I saw a banner that I'm really kind of interested to see if this is happening or already happened.
it already happened. Yeah, that's where I kept the females from, and time will tell if they will walk the ring.
Gotcha. So this was that litter. So Cleo is she's Shamrock's
Samson. So
daughter,
that's
or Shamrock. Nice.
Yeah.
Got it. So that's
okay.
I like that.
big shoulders.
Yeah.
hmm
That's gonna be a
Oh,
nice
that's.
breeding.
Oh
So you
man.
have
Yeah,
you have a
I
female off this breeding?
have two. I have a black tri out of that breeding, and one who is a copy of Jaraya. I also brought her to the show in Belgium. She went to one time already. Yeah, she's like a copy of her dad head type, and already so muscular for a puppy.
Nice.
With
Nice.
Jaraya, if you touch his muscles, it's like stone. It's, he's not fat. He's all
No, he's
muscle.
solid. I mean, that is
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
solid
De-
dog. And again, if anybody,
defined.
yeah, if no one saw that picture that I posted with him jumped up and like it's muscle. Like yeah, that dog is he's not skipping leg day.
Yes.
Oh man,
uh,
he's eating his Wheaties, man. Now this picture that you took, I really again we were talking earlier about these candid moments, and that I mean,
Yeah, yeah, that was such an amazing moment. That was they were cheering. The team of them was walking in the ring because I remember that moment, and their teammate won, and it was just like the dog of the team was cheering for his other dog teammate just as hard, and yeah, it just caught my
man,
attention immediately. It was like, yeah, amazing.
That's a
yeah,
cool
this
picture.
there's so much in this. Like you can tell that the dog is enjoying kind of the atmosphere. He's enjoying being there with his owner and handler, and it's yeah, that man, that those moments right there, they really prove that this is it's more than just a hobby, it's a passion. You know what I mean? This isn't just something you kind of do this on the
Yeah.
weekends. Like, this is a whole thing. I mean, this is a lifestyle. Man, I love
It
that
is
picture.
when they
Well
say a
done.
picture says 1,000 words, that right
That
there.
yeah. Hey
He
JJ,
is so
look, let
excited.
me.
The dog's feeling his excitement. But that's just neat.
for sure.
Hey, I got this question. I want to go back a second. So you say that if the dogs that you have sometimes that you just they don't want to show. So
Yeah.
do you have any dog that got all I mean the muscles and everything that they need to win, but just won't do right in the ring?
Yeah, Jaraya system.
So what you so look so
Without hesitation.
Yeah, didn't even wait. It was like, "Ah, it's just
hey, so look, so what do you do with them dogs?
Yeah, I will have a breeding with her soon. Yeah, it's really unfortunate that I cannot show her. I tried a few times, but yeah,
So
she really
look,
doesn't
let
like
me
it.
let me let me ask you this, okay? So sometimes that's in a dog's trait, right?
Yeah,
So do you think that'll pass that she'll pass that on?
we will see.
Okay. So you really hadn't really bred her yet.
No.
Okay.
dang.
Okay.
Gotcha. Now, with that in mind, when you're like picking a stud, especially for a dog that's had a little bit of timidity in the ring, uh, are you purposefully kind of looking for a stud that is more temperament wise
Yeah,
outgoing, kind of offset that?
was more laid back. He's more
Hmm.
Yeah.
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 Love it. Yeah, because that can be. I mean, temperament is. I mean, it is definitely.
Yeah,
It's
she's the sweetest dogs, and she loves humans, and
Yeah.
she loves other dogs, and she's beautiful. But yeah,
yeah.
and around the ring, there's no problem at all. She likes everybody. It's the moment she steps in the ring.
She's kind of
Man.
Yep.
yeah.
Bright lights.
Mhm.
Yeah. But I
Man.
love that. I love that it's the dog's best interest that you're looking at. And I love that
Right.
you actually
Yeah.
put that into perspective looking for a stud too. And I can't wait to figure out find out who the stud is for you to announce the stud that's going to him or her, because it seems like you're the way we pick studs is very, very thought out, and I'm looking forward to seeing the evolution of that.
Oh, for
So
sure.
yeah, well, was Smokey Joe right on the first one, but then like the other
No,
breedings that are
on the
taking place.
first one it will be another breeding, and the second one will be Smokey Joe.
Uh,
Okay, all right. I didn't know where he lied. I know you said that he was one of the studs, so that's gonna be neat to see.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, you take some really fantastic candid
Thank
shots.
yeah,
That
Somebody got some nice red hair.
you.
woo!
Yeah, that hair was
Yeah,
amazing.
and the
Man, that's
lock
beautiful.
of it. It's like, woo! But honestly, like, and that's the thing though, is there's I mean, and any one of us can attest to this. Like it's and we feel very similarly. Like some of our favorite pictures of even our dogs, our favorite dogs, our friends, are moments like that where like even if you did like it doesn't require the win. That's the best part. It doesn't require the win. You're just in it. You know you're on a high. You're bonding with your dog. It's like man, like so pictures like this. I love seeing this.
yeah. You're capturing the moment. They can look back on
Yeah.
that and feel that emotion that they were feeling during that moment, and that's cool to see.
Oh, for sure, definitely. Like one of my favorite um, pictures that I got in the ring with Adonis was actually it's a candid shot by Caleb's wife Nakaya. She got me like standing over him, staring down at him, and him staring up at me. And it was just one of those things where it's like I didn't know she was looking. She just snapped that photo and she sent it to me, and it just man like that's got to be one of my favorites of he and I, because it's that moment where there's that bond where you kind of just you make the eye contact and you know you're feeling each other.
Yeah.
It's a thing of beauty. So Nakai knows how to get those, and you obviously blatantly do. So it's a gift. It is a gift.
Yes. And I want to
Yeah.
ask too, like, so do you plan on, or have you taken your dog in the ring, or do you plan on, taking that lead at some point and, campaigning your productions?
No.
No.
I leave that to Joyce.
No.
My boys are too how do I put this when I take the leash it changes. They
Ah,
get like all baby like, and like Jaraya jumped on me like that picture.
yeah.
When Joyce guides them in the ring, they listen.
Christmas.
And if I take them on the leash, they think, oh yeah, it's mommy, it's playtime.
Oh no. Hey, listen, there's something to be said about that. Like, they have I've seen dogs act differently with different handlers. And I feel like that's one of the ways you can actually kind of decide which handler you want to go with. Because you're like,
Yeah. Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
JJ might have a shy gene.
JJ, yeah, she has the shy gene. No way, no way, no way. Now when it comes to Joyce, do you send your dogs to her like for training or anything like that, or is it just this automatic like you do the training and then she brings them in the ring, or like how does that dynamic go?
Yeah. She practiced a few times with them,
Mhm.
with Joe, and she said, yeah, he's ready, he's okay. And then she just goes straight with them.
Hey,
She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jaraya is just like the complete opposite of his sister. He's a laid back dog. Also, you have to know how to handle him. But Joyce knows, and for Joyce, yeah, he does everything.
Yeah.
So he also loves her.
man.
When he has a stolen moment, he will kiss her in the ring.
There's a video of her of Jaraya just completely like licking the face of one of the gentlemen that we mentioned earlier, Giuseppe.
Yeah, Giuseppe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
we're talking like like tongue and nostril, like it got
yeah,
real
that's
invasive.
typically Jaraya. He will do this to everyone. He will just come close to you in your face and just give you unendless kisses.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah, whether you like him or not, kisses coming your way.
He really thinks also that he's still a puppy, so he
Yeah.
will come at you like he's a puppy, but yeah.
See, at first you're like, and then he just gives you kisses. You're like, oh my god.
I think he kissed several persons in Italy. Several Americans.
Oh, absolutely. Being a dog of his size and his shape, I can see where like anybody that didn't know any better would kind of like panic a smidge, just a smidge. Now, do you
Yes.
like, when you're walking him around the neighborhood, like, do you feel like there's like obviously having a dog like him, do you feel almost like a responsibility when you're like walking him around and people are like kind of either asking you questions or seeming like they're a little bit scared of him? Like, do you take that opportunity to kind of teach them about the breed?
Yeah, because he's a very approachable dog. You can just come over and cuddle him. He likes it. And he also knows when it's an adult person or a child. So when it's an adult person, he will be a little bit more playful. And when it's a child, he goes to sit down immediately and gives his head and stays still. And then the child just cuddles him and pets him, and he just stays really, really still. So he knows the difference
I
of to
love
be
that.
with adult and
Yeah.
child, that he has to be easy with a child.
Oh
So,
man, yeah,
That's great. Yeah.
I've seen bigger dogs. I've seen that before. I mean, I know Adonis does that. Like he makes himself small to play with kids. Like I love that. Oh, that's a testament to his temperament. Truly,
yeah,
man.
he's amazing. Like in Hungary, yeah, everybody had to laugh because then he's standing in the ring with his muscles, 50 kilo, and then 5 minutes later he's walking outside with his teddy bear.
Perfect. That's
Around with a dog teddy bear in Hungary.
Hey, listen, that again, he seems like a just very, very well put together dog, just in every category. I mean, he's not just a beautiful animal and well muscled, balanced. But yeah, he's got a great personality, he's got great temperament, and man, I really, really hope that you got all these breedings, and I really, really want that to shine through in those breedings, so that way you can just keep his temperament, his build, and just keep on perpetuating that out in Europe, and hopefully, sooner rather than later here in the States. It would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Hey, Amanda, put his picture on one more time too while we're wrapping this up,
Yes.
and I'll go ahead and ask JJ. Like we always conclude with the same question, and you're a breed advocate. As much whether you know how much of an impact you have or not, again, like what you're talking about with Jaraya, like walking him around and letting the children come up to him because the parents, the kids are getting associated with that breed and understanding exactly what the temperament is. But every time we do this, we always ask the same question when we're concluding this, and we try
Mhm.
to gear this towards newer breeders, advocates, show goers, whatever the case is. But what advice would you give someone? And I'm going to take it a step further too. What advice would you give someone that is in Europe that is getting their first dog, that is getting their first like immense ourself where you're at, and what would you tell someone that's getting into the breed that's in Europe?
I think the most important is to get to know the breed, know what you are getting into. So it is a beautiful breed, but you have to let them grow up correctly, especially in the first year. So I think it's very important to um, educate yourself how you have to bring up the dog the first year, because it's
Very
so
much so.
important.
Very
Definitely.
nice. Very nice.
I love it. I've enjoyed this live a lot. JJ, thank you so much for joining us. And for everyone that was watching, that was Dry. That was just up. Grand champion. I don't know where did he finish. Well, I know that it's not completely done because this last show still have to be calculated. But I know he was what 5, 6 in ABKC top 10.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, awesome job. Awesome live. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for stepping out of your comfort zone to join us. And thank you for
Truly.
really, really indulging in exactly what is taking place in Europe. And again, giving us the insights through your photographs of these beautiful dogs that are over there.
Thank you.
All right,
Absolutely.
guys. Thanks,
All right.
JJ.
Thank
Go
you
get
again,
hey,
JJ. It
hey,
was
look, go
a
get you
pleasure.
some rest.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. Yeah, time to go back to bed. Sorry to keep you up so late. We appreciate you being on.
Yeah, thank you. Bye bye.
All right.
Bye.
See you
Y'all
Bye,
take
guys.
care.
guys.
All right.